fucking shit way too seriously. Just motherfucking just. Oh shit, are we live? Hi.
Jesus Christ, what a change. Oh my God. I get it.
Don't mind my leaf curtains.
Son of a bitch. Oh. Fucking Reese peeking out from behind the lips of the Latussi.
God damn it.
I knew as soon as I saw your little circle camera on the side go completely blank, I was like, she's a cooking up of something.
She's cooking.
Bruh. That is great. And the amount of cackling we did when you posted that, bro.
Shit. My abs still hurt. I am not prepared. Oh, God.
I'm waiting for you to go to throw one of those cans one of these days and it's not actually empty. You're just like, oh, premature.
It happens to the best of us. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Black Tower Podcast.
Let's say that those leaf curtains are well manicured, well kept, very tidy.
Thank you. I trimmed them.
I was gonna be like, so Reese, have you thought about trimming your foliage or at all? Or are you just letting it grow out?
I grovescape sometimes. You know.
Oh shit. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Abs still hurt from the weekend. Oh God.
I'm not sure that wasn't necessarily JordanCon related, but fucking laugh.
Oh shit. I am your Sauron Hale, Josh, calling the lightning, and the lightning comes before the thunder.
I'm Andrew, and it's burning in the heat of battle right now. I tell you.
Yeah, it is.
It's burning.
So hot.
You got to be careful who you cross swords with.
Do I need to wait to take this drink, or y'all motherfuckers gonna make me laugh again?
Who would never?
You're the one staring at our leaf curtains. She did not pull her leaf curtains out for the male gaze, all right? Be respectful. Have some class. Be a gentleman.
Look, my eyes are in here.
My eyes are deep in the Latussi.
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
Bruh.
Oh, nope. Fuck you guys.
If you would like more context on that joke and more, go join the Discord. Go to the common room, and there's a new channel that Josh loves. Because apparently, sometimes I say,
God damn it, Wolf Brother!
Some shit.
Oh,
That's what you got to do on those lonely nights when your significant other's out of town. Just leave it alone.
Leave it alone. Y'all, there was some jokes at JordanCon. We got jokes. Oh.
You know, this does help the Knights Who Say Me make a lot more sense of why they wanted a shrubbery. You will bring us a shrubbery.
My name is Roger. Roger the Shrub. I arrange and decorate shrubberies.
God damn it, Reese, Josh, I think you missed it.
No. What did
I can't be trusted. I don't know.
I'm not looking at the screen anymore because you motherfuckers are not going to get any alcohol in me.
That was half of it.
Oh.
Reese, you got to do it again so you can.
Yeah,
you
Reese, do it again.
They requested. We request a shrubbery.
Oh fuck! Oh,
Oh.
that joke, dude. That joke's gonna get so much mileage. That's so much fucking mileage.
Leave this up. I'm sorry. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. This up.
No. These are the vines that grow around the Black Tower. Oh shit! Oh.
Oh.
Welcome to another episode of the Black Tower, where the tainty goodness comes fresh, never frozen, never canned,
Always growing.
always growing.
Oh. I don't know why, but the fucking little shake just sent me over the edge. Oh god! If you want to be a part of some of these jokes, or at least have a chance at seeing where they're from, make sure you join Reese over.
Make sure you
on
join
our
Reese in her Discord.
Yeah,
She just claimed that shit this weekend.
I mean, yeah. Go to blacktowerpod.com. You can find a link for our Discord and all of our other fun stuff. But if we don't make that a fucking sticker or some shit, I got my leaf curtains trimmed at the Black Tower.
Oh shit!
Black Tower landscaping. We'll make it look bigger. We'll tidy up those leaf curtains in a jiffy.
Oh no! Anyway,
we'll try to get into an actual
maybe
episode
one of these days
of some sort.
We'll tame your
Reese.
chaos no matter which way your leaf is grown.
whichever way. Oh,
gives a whole new meaning to an Ogier Grove.
If the leaves are rotten.
Oh god.
All I can think is you've seen the first Tarzan, well, maybe not the first, but one of the older Tarzan movie with Brendan Fraser.
Yeah. It's definitely not.
Whenever towards the end, whenever one of the apes takes Lyle out into the bushes.
Oh yeah.
And all you hear is owing up, and the bush is just shaking. Bro, that was such a good
It really
movie.
was.
They reacted with awe.
Aww.
I said awe. AWE. Ooh.
Yes.
Anyway, speaking of things that will make you react.
Now's where we throw our heads back and left. Ready? Ready!
God damn it.
This is great fun.
Man. Oh, I don't know who I had picked as the spoiler warning for today. So I'm
just play it. Just
I don't
go.
know what happened to my string yet. We'll see if these even work, actually, because I didn't set any of these back up.
Oh, shit.
Hello, I'm Tam Sorrell Norm. You may remember me from the Dusty Wheel or the Black Tower podcast. I'm here to give you a public service announcement about spoilers, as this episode may contain some. As if you didn't already know that, like watching the film Titanic and being surprised that the boat sinks at the end of the movie. Hello, moron. The movie is called Titanic. Of course the boat fracking sinks. This show is called the Black Tower Podcast, as in from the Wheel of Time. And these three guys are Ashaman. Well, at least two of them. I don't know about that, Josh. Anyway, you have
Norm.
Yo, patrons, other peeps. We need some updated
We do.
spoiler warnings.
Spoiler warning.
I
Spoiler warning.
think it was fine. I am a little concerned about Josh.
As you should be.
I mean, yeah.
As you. That's just wisdom anymore, Reese.
I'm concerned about everyone,
That's a
though,
fair
to be
point.
fair.
Yeah.
How's everyone doing
That's
today?
because you're a kind-hearted person that wears your heart on your leaf curtains. It has been every time he goes to drink. This is going to be the most sober Josh has ever been, other than a sober month for Black Tower Podcast.
Shit.
Making me shiver in my roots. I can take care of your foliage fantasy for you.
Oh shit! Can't with you two.
It works out because I'm wearing a green shirt too. This is my St. Patty's Day shirt. The go on, get.
Go on, get.
Yeah. St. Peter getting rid of them snakes, getting them out of his leaf curtains,
That's right.
Well, you know you got it.
out of the
They slither-
shooing them on out of the underbrush. Oh, now you don't want to pull them down. Right now they're hanging nicely. You yank too hard and they just wind up in a pile on the floor. Oh, who wants to take a crack at saying what we're talking about today? Person has some curtains of their own.
Dude,
No. Oh man. Well, we're going to talk about what happens when you take wings and you put them on hot, and you do it before another book series did. The Draghkar.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. The shadows of soul sucking.
I love that in this thumbnail, Andrew and I are doing Irish yoga.
Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure Reese coordinated at least half of this.
She did.
attack.
I mean, she thought about it. I mean, yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. You got me.
Dude, okay.
I'm also really actually, I'm really concerned where her other hand is. Like that Draghkar looks really calm. Like maybe she found the pause button.
No.
Don't look behind the leaf curtains.
I feel like the Draghkar could be a case study in the r/don't put your dick in that on Reddit. Right?
But they're so hot, Josh. But they're so
They're
hot.
not. But they got big, pouty lips.
They are once they start singing.
They got them big, sweet red lips.
They start singing.
They're like the ideal. They can teach a man to sing.
Mm-hmm.
I know some people like that. They're all like, people be like, yeah, I'd never be interested in them. And then they sing, and it's like, holy shit, they have a voice. Suddenly I'm moist. Let's go for it.
Yep.
All right. So, Draghkar. They are humanoid shadow spawn. Maybe some of the, with the exception of like Grayman, they probably have some of the most intrinsically humanoid characteristics. Maybe tied on the level with Murdraw. But they are used as assassins and overseers by the Dark One and his, as Rosamund Pike says, lieutenants. I don't know where the F comes from.
It's British people.
Because I speak
They
American
just
English.
be adding F's.
Look, I'd speak the English of back-to-back World War champions.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh, I mean, they won too, so it's really like a really shitty fucking statement. So they went through a lot more shit than we did.
Yeah,
So
they did.
Britain, I know, I understand. I love you. Like, love is a strong word, but the Irish in me has conflicts.
What would those be, buddy?
I mean, the Irish in me has conflict.
Oh, that's weird. How that whole part of podcast got cut out. That must really weird glitch.
What? What do you mean
Crazy.
it got lost on the editing floor, just like any good scenes from the TV show? What?
As the leaf falls from the curtain.
That's not this episode.
I know. Sorry, my bad.
We're getting there. We promise. We're getting there. Not today, but soon. Draghkar would look normally, or do look a lot like ordinary men. However, we're gonna start off. They have some really big eyes. They have pale skin and a big fuck off set of leathery wings. Though normally they kind of like have their wings wrapped around them almost as if it were a cloak. A lot of the artwork interprets or kind of displays Draghkar as like every redneck uncle in the summer, just topless, pants only. So just kind of how they roll.
Into it.
So they're slender, with very thin, frail-looking arms and hands that are tipped with sharp talons. They have dark, shoulder-length hair that is often pulled back. And a closer look at the Draghkar and their almost entirely white face reveals that in addition to the soulless, inhumanly big eyes and gaunt cheeks, the Draghkar possesses a misshapen mouth of blood-red lips containing sharp-pointed teeth. It sounds a lot like another certain fantasy-esque creature who, if I'm not mistaken, just recently got another movie because they'd be sucking the blood. So it reminds me of the Draghkar kind of appearance. Kind of reminds me of some of the older school depictions and descriptions of vampires.
Yeah, like more of a
back before it was this
esque.
Yeah, it generally wasn't like we're more like perpetually monster-esque in appearance, not hideable, and basically it was like there was something that they could do that would make you like forget or look past all of the glaringly neon sign red flags.
This is literally the vampire of the books. Like it, I mean, it just is.
I mean, even the name, like Draghkar and Dracula, very similar.
Dracula.
So, unlike Trollocs and Myrddraal, the Draghkar have very little in the ways of direct combat capabilities. They're not going to sit there and go fisticuffs with you. These dishonorable little fucks will just try to sneak up on you in the dark.
Well,
Put a challenge straight in your beehole.
Fisticuffs.
So, the Shadow employs them as highly specialized assassins. So in that role, they don't require raw strength, but rather stealth and agility, and they fucking got it. What they lack in force, they make up for with their feared, hypnotizing skill and deadly twisted, quote-unquote, token of affection, which would be the Draghkar's kiss.
Draghkar kiss.
Now,
you've got to say it nasty, like it's nasty. The Draghkar.
If parts of this are making you think of a certain scene of a completely different, definitely not inspired by this in any way, shape, or form fantasy series, and suddenly you have a craving for chocolate while you're on a train ride out in the middle of the landscapes. Yeah. Yeah. Like down to like other than the description, even with a fair portion of the description, down to almost a T. Like, didn't even change the name of the power. Draghkar's kiss, Dementor's kiss.
Correct.
I 100% believe that J.K. Rowling read the Draghkar and was like, "Oh, that's cool. Well, what if instead of Draghkar, we called him Dementor because it's a demented demon?"
And they did she did tweak the powers a little bit, right? Because the Draghkar will just kind of hypnotize you, just kind of lull you. Ooh. But the Dementors will actually consume your happy thoughts.
Okay, yeah. on that front,
so it's like a little bit of a modification. But no, as far as like it being derived, and I don't even mean that in a bad way, right? Because we all but as far as it being derived from that, yeah, I can totally see that. I mean, it's a great derivation.
When you look at the when you look at the depiction and appearance of the Draghkar, the emphasis on this slender, agile build with these wings that are often used to be made to look like a cloak, and they can fly around, and their whole thing is to be like they're not physically strong, but their abilities make them strong, and like targeted attacks, and assassinations. And then you look at the Dementors from the books and the TV shows. It's like, yeah, that you have little distinctions here. Like I don't remember like, Lan or anybody running up to Moraine and being like, "Oh, here, eat some chocolate, you'll feel better." But that's because Lupin wasn't there. That's not Lupin's fault for being asleep on a train somewhere, or asleep as part
What?
of a train. Who the fuck knows? He does a lot of fun things. But and like you said earlier, the difference in kind of like how they it's both of them to me are like they're a form of hypnosis. This one is just plain pure hypnosis where they just blank you out with the hypnosis, and the Dementors like kind of just push you only into like your worst thoughts to where like you're just too lost in your thoughts to do anything, which
I
as a
can see that.
mechanism for immobilizing your prey, I like better than just being like, oh, mystically you go blank, blah blah blah.
Well, the Dementors, remember, they actually consume your happy feelings. Like that was kind of the thing, right? Is you were supposed to have
Mm,
a complete sense of hopelessness, and the
they don't
reason
consume them; they
why,
push them out.
huh?
They don't consume them; they push them out. It's part of them eating your soul.
Right, and that's why I thought it was a like consumption of
Yeah,
sorts.
they're not actively eating them because like if they were eating them, it'd be something I'm assuming I would think closer to like they don't come back once you're attacked by a Dementor.
But that's well, because that's a different thing entirely. That's the Dementor's kiss.
No, so the Dementors coming around you, you feel cold and you do feel a sense of dread, but your happy thoughts and stuff aren't pushed out until they start the Dementor's kiss, if I remember correctly.
No, no. So you don't remember correctly. I love you, but if you
Uh,
so look, I'm sorry. I'm going to nerd out here for a second, and we're going to go off
Nerd
topic.
out.
But in Prisoner of Azkaban, one of the things that Sirius Black says that the reason he didn't go insane, the reason he didn't lose his sanity is because he had a thought that could not be taken from him because it was not a happy thought. His thought was that he was innocent. And because it wasn't a happy thought, it couldn't be taken from him by the Dementors. And that's how he was able to hang on to sanity long enough to escape. The Dementor's kiss is sort of like sending a wizard or a witch to the electric chair, right? That's a whole different thing. You think of the Dementors as having like uh, a dampening field. If you're in their presence, they suppress your happy feelings and amplify your feelings of fear and anxiety and stuff like that. That's kind of their shtick.
I stand corrected.
Sorry, I look. Uh, Deathly Hollows came out, and I went to the midnight release, and I was like, I've got to know what happens. I'm just going to read a couple of chapters tonight. It'll be fine. And then I read and read and read and read and read, and next thing I know, my alarm's going off to go to work in the morning, and I'm going, oh shit, and I've got like 4 chapters left. So I ended up reading the last couple of chapters, and yeah, I did Deathly Hollows in one night.
Mm.
Nice.
No, you're fine. I think this is the first time I can remember being wrong about Harry Potter.
Damn,
I can't
son.
obviously I can't say for sure that it is that it is, but
Well, you know, I'm not trying to be all like that, but I will say that the Dementors, like they do actually consume the happiness that you have, right? Or at least dampen it, right? So that you go insane. You never have a happy thought. And it's meant to quell you into obedience and, you know, insanity so that you can't escape from Azkaban.
I know they feed on it,
Yeah.
And this may just be like my semantic asshole brain going at it, because for me, when I hear consume, it always reads to me as it's something that is taken away from you, and it's not going to come back because it was consumed.
Oh, okay. I can see where you're going with that.
That still makes you like abundantly right, and me still wrong in my original thought about the Dementors. But maybe that's
No,
I don't know.
no. I mean, honestly, that's probably a good distinction to make, though, especially with regard to the Draghkar, because there is what is it, book 3, The Dragon Reborn, where Moraine goes to visit Adelaus and Vandene and gets caught in
Yeah.
the Draghkar song, and she just kind of,
Yeah,
and
she gets
it's
all peaceful. She's like, "Oh, nothing matters.
she's like, oh, I'm
I
gonna
don't
die.
care.
That's
This is
cool.
I love this."
Mm. That's the thing that shows like how stealthy they are, because like she like turns around and it's just there, and it
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
envelops her with its wings and starts singing.
How did it get past their innate ability to sense shadow spawn? Like, that's how stealthy these little dudes are.
Yeah.
I feel like it's got to be similar to okay, so you know how like bats send out their sonar to like find. I wonder if Drakkar almost do like a similar thing that like almost it's like noise canceling but for the one power. Like it noise cancels the Drakkar sense, the dark friend sense. It's like
They have
sends
a
out like
jammer.
an echolocation that it jams it raspberry jams the
Interesting.
sensors, puts it right in there.
Maybe. I mean, there could be something also too to like, because they are physically far less imposing of a danger, that they give off kind of less of a reading, or
Or they
something like that.
or they approach so quickly. You know, it's like
Yeah.
That
they're
could
so
be
far
too.
away and then all of a sudden they're just like singing their song. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't get a chance.
Singing a
But
song all
part
night
of the
long.
reason part of the reason why I do agree that it's a good idea to make the difference is people that are just exposed to a Dementor. And the more I think about it now, like the more I remember reading it closer to what you said, and the movies for Harry Potter doing to
Yeah.
focusing so heavily on how much the Dementors focus in on Harry and immediately go for the kiss with
Yeah.
Harry,
Yeah.
and even whenever it's just Harry and Dudley, which the Harry and Dudley thing is how it happens in the books.
Right.
Albeit a little bit more descriptive, but that yeah, without thinking of the books, I think it is kind of hard to remember the more nuanced parts about the Dementors.
The Harry Potter movies were great. They were terrible adaptations. They were not good adaptations.
So I was
I didn't
never
think
allowed
they were
to
that
read the
bad.
books and only ever watched the movies. And I
Nope.
have to give a shout out because it was because one of my friends had a birthday that was always at release time for the Harry Potter movies. So every year on her birthday, she would have a sleepover birthday party at a hotel near the movie theater so we could all go and watch the midnight showing of Harry Potter. And it's the only way I got to see the Harry Potter. So, hey, Liz, thank you.
Shout out to Liz. What's up, girl?
Liz, I totally know you listen to every episode.
Liz, you little secret fan, you.
But for the Drakkar, as soon as they kind of get you under the grasp of their song and they're close to you, they start they start feeding on your soul immediately.
Right.
And however much changed you are by this encounter is directly related to how long they are able to feed on you. Because whatever they feed and take away never comes back. There's never a full recovery from an actual run-in with the Drakkar. If they're able to get to the point where they can start the Drakkar's kiss on you, even if it's for a second, that second's worth of soul that they take from you, which I would imagine them being skilled assassins, like other than them falling into the typical problem of Shadow Spawn trying to savor the despair. If they were trying to hurry up, do it, and get out, they could probably fucking drain your soul in like 10 seconds.
This is starting to sound like a bad blowjob joke.
I mean, that would be a fucking
Feels like a Draghkar.
Wouldn't that be a good blowjob? Look, I once saw a Draghkar put his lips around the open side of a jar of peanut butter, and when he took it away, it was empty and clean. All right.
I once saw Draghkar clean out a man quicker than you could sing Sweet Caroline verse. Cotton Eye Joe?
I once saw a Draghkar suck a solid chocolate bar through a straw.
I once saw a Draghkar start a leaf blower.
I once saw a Draghkar able to pull suction through a calendar on his face.
God damn it, this show.
For those of you that don't know what a colander is, the thing with all the holes in it that you drain pasta with.
Yeah.
You know how hard you got to suck to get that to suction to your face?
You got to suck even harder through an actual calendar.
God damn it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh
man. When they're done sucking out your soul, they're normally not even done then. So that leaves you as a husk. You're just a thing.
I'm not fat, I'm husky.
And then like Draghkar, just for good measure, will be like, I'll take some of that life essence to go with this, to wash down this soul.
That you're not helping the joke.
Literally just devour your life essence. And they're like, all right, cool, I'm done. Bye. You think that's why their cheeks are so gaunt? It's not because they're skinny, but because they suck so hard and they just collapse.
Because they're used to. Yes.
The best contour is the natural contour.
Mm.
Come on.
Contouring is in this season.
And if you're a Draghkar, you don't have to do anything.
You got them sharp, defined lines. Ooh.
If you want that gaunt Draghkar look.
Oh, shit.
Pucker up your leaf curtains.
Yep. That's the show. That's the show right there. Thanks for joining us tonight. Okay, where do we have anything about the creation of Draghkar? Yes. I'm trying to rack my brain. I can't remember anything about how these motherfuckers are created.
Well, we know how the original ones were made. The original Draghkar were created by using the one power to twist and turn regular people into shadow spawn, and this was done generally and generically said by the Dreadlords. I think we all know which one of them it fucking probably was.
Moghedian.
Absolutely.
She's the only one that can create gray men.
She sticks her hands in the mouth of every Draghkar.
It's clearly Samael. Clearly.
Can I wash my fingers?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong person. Hoping it tastes like seafood and not asshole.
Wow. Oh shit. Do you guys know that I love being here with you? I do. Okay, so Draghkar are people like Soylent.
The first ones were, yeah.
The first ones were. And then
kind of like Trollocs.
And then what? They start having Draghkar babies?
Yeah, like
hey, man.
Are they like little baby Draghkar that go and sing?
Oh my god, that's the cutest thing ever.
No, I want to talk about like the Pied Piper of baby Draghkar. I want to talk about this.
Yes.
Fucking Draghkar baby starts singing at its mom, and the dad comes in and smacks him in the head. Don't you sing at your mother.
I just finished reading October Country by
Don't inhale your food.
By
yes!
What's his name?
I got Andrew.
That you did.
Thank you.
Made me choke on Sam. You fucking asshole.
Ah, I got Andrew. I got you once. Now I can die alone. I'm sorry, Reese. Continue.
Did you say now I can die alone?
Now I will.
I just got done reading October Country by Ray Bradbury. Thank you to
Oh, okay.
my off-camera warder who was able to do a quick Google search for me. I just finished it. There's a short story of called the Tiny Assassin. Basically, it's this couple that believes that their infant is an assassin. And I am now just putting that onto Rabbit Jordan, and I want baby Draghkar going around to nurseries and recruiting other babies to be Draghkar for the Dark One's army. Like, can't you imagine, like, little baby, like Peter Pan Draghkars going around in nurseries at orphanages and just taking the lost boys to the Dark One? Dang it. What a rabbit hole I just created.
Oh god. What if that was Ranland's explanation for SIDS?
Stop.
I wasn't trying to be funny.
Probably is.
I was thinking, like,
yeah.
but also all I can think of is when Family Guy made fun of the movie Taken, and the only thing they had the guys say to, like, Brian or whoever over the phone was Draghkar Noir.
God.
We're discussing tonight in Black Tower. We're discussing a new fragrance.
So imagine, like, barely surviving a Draghkar attack and just being like, no one's ever gonna suck me that good again.
chasing that dragon. Never gonna find it again. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Oh man.
How good are you? I can suck out your soul. Oh fuck, they're serious. Help.
That was metaphor. Oh shit. Okay, so they fly really high. Well, okay, at the end of Eye of the World, do we know not the end of the Eye of the World, when they leave the Two Rivers and they realize they're being tracked by a Draghkar, do they sense it with their shadow spawning sensing abilities, or do they just is Land just that observant?
I thought they heard.
I thought they caught a glimpse of something.
Hmm.
Something going through the sky, because it was pretty dark, but they caught a glimpse of something shooting through going across the sky that was
Going across
blocking
the moon,
out
yeah.
stars behind it. And then, like, Lan was pretty much like, yeah, it's probably a Draghkar, and the rest of them were like, that shit's fucking real too? Some dude's gonna come down here and give me the fucking guac 3000? What the fuck? Fucking Draghkar out here using the grapefruit technique on your soul.
No, Wolf Brother, no! No! You, sir,
True, but
are grounded.
Just like Piccolo from Dragon Ball.
You, sir, are grounded.
Think of them like fucking
like little Yoshis. That's exactly what they
Wait.
are. I had something. I lost it. It's gone. Oh, I remember what I had. Okay, so what I thought of when I read Draghkar was immediately I had an association to. Do you guys ever watch Beastmaster? I think it was Beastmaster. I'm looking it up right now. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Yeah. Did you guys ever watch the movie called Beastmaster?
I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
The Beastmaster. Dude, it's great. First off, it's the greatest. It's one of the best 80s movies out there, right?
Did you just search Beastmaster Acid Bat Dudes?
I sure did. Did you see my stuff?
At least you're searching on the BTP Google account.
Oh, perfect. I'll be able to find it immediately. Hold on.
I was like, wait. I was like, have we searched this before? What the fuck am I looking at? Yeah, I have not seen this fucking movie. I feel like I'd remember this shit. What in the uncircumcised scrotal sack am I looking at?
Oh my gosh, that makes my leaves quiver.
Bruh. Hang on.
Anyway, I had they're the Winged Devourers, And there's like this big battle scene. They pop up out of nowhere, and they wrap their wings around dudes, and then like spit, and then they spit out nothing but goop and bones.
It sounds like Jeepers Creepers with extra
They're
steps.
terrifying motherfuckers. Terrifying. Anyway, I used to have a dream. I used to have a nightmare as a kid about these things, and because they just pop up out of nowhere behind you, like holy shit, and you're like, damn it, I'm now inside these wings, and these guys gonna eat me, and then like you start taking an acid shower, and all that's left is your bones, and that sucks. That's a terrible way to go. And I can't imagine like the situation the Marines in. I think that's the closest encounter we get with the Draghkar, where she's just like, oh hey, hi Dracky, and then like even who was it? It's Lan and the old warder guy, who is Van Dien's warder, I believe.
Oh, Tomas.
Tomas? Is it Tomas?
No, that's Varen's. Sorry.
I'm looking it up.
I remember being.
Why does his forehead look like that?
I don't know.
Well, I'm telling you, if uncircumcised was a person.
Stop.
When you're uncircumcised, how your dick be looking at you when you pull out the bottle of lotion for the 5th time? Oh.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Oh, I
Coincidentally, they also spit out goop and bones.
am not seeing. I'm not. Anyway, point being wasn't it both warders that had to take the Draghkar out, and they both needed healing afterwards as well. Like it was a deal.
I don't even think they killed it. Didn't they just wound it and it ran away?
I mean, either way, like that's the thing. Like these guys are scary. These guys are wicked scary. They're not to be trifled with. And yes, just because they lack a brute strength doesn't mean that they don't have tremendous speed and agility. Right?
I feel like they're almost like the visible gray man, where it's like you don't notice them showing up because you want them to be there. They've been singing to you, and you're like, "Oh yeah, come on in, please part my leaf curtains and make my life okay."
Please, sir, don't slurp up my meat curtains like spaghetti. If you've ever gone out to eat with us and Josh got a plate of oysters, that's what the Draghkar sounds like. Just could use more salt. It's good.
The impropriety.
Oh man.
I thought it was better. And then Reese shook her leaf curtains.
So let's see here. Let me get to the
My
attack.
leaves don't lie.
So where I was going with this was, if I was a Draghkar, I could do the whole thing where I'm flying around like a mile high in the air where nobody can see me, and then when I see my next victim, I can dive bomb the shit out of them, land softly so they can't hear me, and by the time an Aes Sedai senses their shadow spawn nearby, I'm already John Cena'd up in her ear.
They're mermaid.
Singing my sweet thing.
You know, they're mermaid. What are they called?
They're okay.
They're mermaid vampires.
Here you go. Oh,
or air
I'll read
mermaids.
the-
Siren them, and then they
Draghkar are mermaids in the
them.
air, and mermaids are mermaids in the water.
all right, here you go. I'll read the thing for you because it's not that long of a passage. Sand crunched behind her, and she turned, thinking it was land. A shadow loomed dimly only a few paces from her. A shadow that appeared to be a too tall man wrapped in his cloak. Jesus Christ. But the face caught the moon, gaunt-cheeked, pale, with black eyes too big above a puckered, red-lipped mouth like a hungry suckerfish. The cloak open, unfolding into great wings like a bat's.
This is why North Harbor Podcast exists. I'm just throwing it out there.
Knowing it was too late, she opened herself to Sidar. But the Draghkar began to croon, and its soft hum filled her, fragmenting her will. Sidar slipped away. She felt only a vague sadness as she stepped towards the creature, the deep crooning that drew her closer, suppressed feeling. White. What the fuck? Why did they say white twice? White hands, like a man's hands, but tipped with claws, reached for her, and lips the color of blood curved in a travesty of a smile. Bearing sharp teeth, but dimly, so dimly she knew it would not bite or tear. Fear the Draghkar's kiss. Once those lips touched her, she would be as good as dead. To be drained of soul, then of life. Whoever found her, even if they came as the Draghkar let her fall, would find a corpse without a mark and cold as if dead 2 days. And if they came before she was dead, what they found would be worse and would not really be her at all any longer. The croon pulled her within reach of those pale hands, and the Drakar's head bent slowly towards her. She felt only the smallest surprise when a sword blade flashed over her shoulder to pierce the Drakar's breast, and little more when a second crossed her other shoulder to strike beside the first. Dazed, swaying, she watched as if from a great distance as the creature was pushed back away from her. Land came into her view, then Jam, the gray-haired warder's bony arms holding his blade as straight and true as the younger man's. The Drakar's pale hands bloodied as they were as they tore at the sharp steel. Wings buffeted the two men with thunderclaps. Suddenly, wounded and bleeding, it began to croon again to the warders. Blah, 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 blah. She opened herself to Sidar, and when the power filled her, she steeled herself to touch it directly. Blah, 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 blah. What did she do? Even using one power, she knew she would feel soiled by the Draghkar. What did he do? Oh, did they actually kill it? Oh, no, they did. They actually did kill the Draghkar.
Oh yeah, doesn't she like open up? She throws a fireball at it when she comes to her senses.
No time for the weak. In an instant, she opened herself to Sidar, and as the power filled her, steeled herself to touch, the shadow responded directly. Two men were too close. Anything else would harm them as well. Blah, blah, blah. She would feel soiled. Even as she began, embrace death. Two men stepped within reach.
She would feel soiled. No, don't want
It doesn't. It doesn't actually describe what she did. Hold on. It doesn't actually say what she did. She just embraced Sidar and touched it, and that was it.
That's interesting.
Because the two warders were too close for her to do anything else than to touch it. But she knew she would feel soiled by the Draghkar.
So it doesn't say anything about. I thought there was a thing about the Draghkar like crumpling in flames or something.
I think that's one that Rand kills. Yeah, because isn't there... No, Rand doesn't kill it. Avienda does, because one drops in behind Rand at Cold Rocks.
Oh, that's right.
And Avienda, like, flings a fireball at it and sets it ablaze. Because at first Rand is like, did she just try to fucking kill me? But then turns around and there's a Draghkar burning on the ground.
Yeah.
But no, this one, I mean, it doesn't mention anything. Because she does that, then lanterns come running out of the house, borne by Van Deen. Adelaus's lanterns fall in the Draghkar, and her voice trails off. Then they're like making sure that it didn't actually kiss Moraine. And then they're like, she didn't. But yeah, nothing. Oh, but an answer to how they didn't note how none of them noticed it when it attacked Moraine. It was warded. They asked, they were like, how did it get so close with none of us sensing it? And Moraine says it was warded.
Well, that is a handy way to step outside the rules.
Which, of course, they blamed on the Black Aja.
Right.
Of course.
Because at this point in time, they don't know that the Forsaken are free yet. No, they do. Huh.
Yeah, no. They do nothing, like, other than it falls and it was laying sprawled across a flower bed.
Well, maybe the warders took it out.
Well, it was both of them. So, like, as Moraine put her hands on it, embracing Sidar, both Lan and James came up and like they both shouted like embrace death and fucking like shoved their blades all the way to the hilt in his chest.
So
You
nobody
dirty Draghkar.
killed it.
So it's dead, but it doesn't explain like what she did. She just embraced Sidair and then put her hands on it and was like, "This feels disgusting," and it was dead.
Relatable.
Relatable.
I mean,
You hate it when that happens. It's a crapshoot, and then it just pops out, and you're like,
gives me the
"Oh."
heebie-jeebies.
yeah. I feel like most people would agree with you if you just had to touch the chest of an almost corpse that just tried to kiss you, I guess.
Oh shit!
But yeah, the other one is like just burnt, like burst into flames because Avienda's like fireball. I didn't ask. I don't care how close the Dragon Reborn is. I cast fireball.
I cast fireball.
He'll be fine.
He's Faviren.
fireproof. I think. I'm pretty
Look,
sure.
if he
He's a
can bend the
dragon.
pattern, he can bend the flames. Don't be a bitch, Kara Karn. More like Kara can't do shit in the TV show. But yeah, so other than the known obvious ways of killing anything like Balefire, we know Balefire will absolutely take out Draghkar. Some magical like lay on hands ability that Moraine is bogarting for herself, I suppose. Some kind of Sidar enhanced touching thing can apparently at least help kill them. A fireball from an angry Aiel wise one in training can kill them. So they seem honestly they seem like they're pretty easy to kill. You just have to be able to hit them. And beyond that, like that's it. Because I mean, again, like they stabbed it in the chest, and that helped kill it. Like that wouldn't work on like a Murdral. Seemingly would not work on a Murdral. It works on Trollocs, but Trollocs are like the pawns of the shadows. Really kind of
Yeah.
busted up. Not really all that great chessboard.
Hey, merchandising idea. Since Amazon and Sony don't seem to care about, any fucking merchandising at all, how cool would it be to have a chess set?
Oh.
Okay.
Have
Trollocs
you
are
seen some of the
pawns.
ones made at JordanCon?
No.
They make some out of Legos and stuff for that different fantasy and stuff. But I mean, they're also like not for sale. It's a guy that's like or someone that's really good at Legos making it. But that's what it made me think. Anyway, sorry, continue.
No, so like you'd have like the Trollocs for pawns. Draghkar would be rooks. Murdral would be bishops. No, Murdral would be knights.
I did my Hero Forge designs of the Wheel of Time.
Ooh.
Did you really?
If you recall, yeah.
See, I would make the Murdral the rooks and the Draghkar the knights.
Okay.
Powerful, but very strict rules on how they're used.
Who would be the bishops?
Questioners.
Yeah. I don't know. You could use Greyman.
Yeah. Gray man.
Like
And then the queen would be Shaidar Haran.
Oh, yeah.
And the king would be the Dark One.
Or you could have Shaidar Haran as the avatar of the Dark One, so be the king, and have a golem be the queen. It's a
Except
little.
that Shaidar
I like
Haran
yours
can
more, but
appear anywhere at any time.
that's true. Augmented chess. The king starts in this spot and can't move from this spot. But
I love chess.
there would be really cool ways, a really cool idea to like make like if you made the Wheel of Time themed chess set, to like also make a version of the game that has like Wheel of Time themed rules.
Oh,
Like a way for the Shadows side to like grab and bring one of their pieces back within a certain number of moves or something. Like if you take one of their pieces and the Shadow side takes one of yours within 2 moves, they can bring a piece back.
yeah, I like that.
it obviously have to be like it's a fun mode, not meant to be like traditional chess,
Mm-hmm.
but it'd be really cool. Then if you choose to play with like the Rand piece, if there was a moment where they would take the Rand piece, they just don't because Taviran, fucking dude from Jurassic Park, just pops up. You didn't
That's
say the
not the
magic
move I
word.
wanted to make. Taviran, motherfucker.
Okay, that's a good point. I'd make the bishops the Murdral and the knights would be Greymen because they can jump over and behind pieces.
Ooh. That is a good
right, right as the game ends, you have to play a game of snakes and foxes. In the middle of the
lose.
chess game. Yeah. In the middle of the chess
You
game, if
lose
you lose
again.
your Aes Sedai, you can choose to play a side game of snakes and foxes to get her back. You know what this sounds like? It sounds like there was a game mode in Magic the Gathering. It was like Unbroken or Unsealed. What was it fucking called? There was like fucking wild ass cards that did like the stupidest shit. That would like some of them would have you like go to another table that's playing a game and trade a card with whoever has the most life, or it would just have you do all this like crazy different shit, and you could like mix cards, like fuse certain cards together for different things.
Oh,
It was a lot of fun to play it, but they also discontinued it. So that was also the set also had some of the coolest looking lands for Magic in it. Anyway,
I like
to
those
the
modifier
Draghkar.
cards. Those are always fun.
Oh yeah. Back to the Draghkar. So it is good to know that they die, or they can die. Yes, I am using an ad blocker because it's 2025. Duh. And they didn't like it, so they took away my scroll bar.
Lame.
Bitches.
Yeah, well, all you got to do is refresh and it's back. Shocker.
Oh, snap.
But yeah, no, I like them. I like them in a function as an assassin class, basically. Um, rolling into final thoughts here. Um, I like that there is a creature that was created, and everything about them screams assassin, only ever assassin, and other stuff that like an assassin could do. So like, obviously, Draghkar make an incredible like at night scout and tracker, which is why they're used as a scout for when Rand and party are leaving Amon's field, right? She's got a tracker following them around to keep track of where they are. So, but they're just creepy enough in what they can do to where you're always kind of like, oh, those would really suck to show up, but then they never do. Much like the Murdral in the TV show season 2 and 3. But but they also just like, to me, they harken the mind back to like those original old school depictions of vampires that if you read the stories now, like none of the stories are actually that scary. Oh God.
Continue, please.
No, I think that was
It's
pretty
not
much
me
it.
this time.
Do not make me shake the leaf curtains of finality, Ed boy.
Reese, what are
What you
your
got?
final thoughts on Draghkar?
Let's see, Draghkar. I love the sky mermaids. I mean, even getting a little mythology wise, there's the the sirens were in, I think it was Greek mythology, they're actually part bird, part woman. And
Oh.
so like it's kind of, there's the mermaids, but then you've got the winged like sirens. I think it kind of plays back to that as well, where you've got these winged singing creatures that are sucking your soul away so you don't fight them.
Oh yeah.
Submit your leaves.
Can you wear the wings tonight, babe, please?
Hey, you're just saying that because I wore wings to the dance at Jordan Con.
I mean,
Look,
would you oppose to being referred to as
would
a siren?
absolutely not.
See?
You know what I love most about the Draghkar? The Draghkar to me stand for the ingenuity of the shadow. Obviously, they were designed for a specific purpose because they have a particular set of skills. And I think it's cool to see situations in which the shadow is competent. Because as we know, we've made so much fun of the Forsaken for being wildly not competent. Like, very smart because they know things from the Age of Legends, sure. But competent? I don't know. No. They are a product of their time. And so I like the Draghkar because, like I said, it shows that at one point in time, the Shadow was saying, hey, we've got a problem with this. We need a solution for it. And they developed the Draghkar. And I like that. I like that the different Shadow Spawn have different specialties.
Mm-hmm.
They have different, they're each a different prong in the trident of the Shadow's force.
Yay!
That's cool.
Yay! Yay!
Oh my God. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us tonight as we discuss vampires. I mean, Dementors. I mean, Winged Devourers. I mean, Draghkar.
I mean, leaf curtains.
I mean, leaf curtains. I have been Josh.
Oh, I've been Andrew.
And I've been Reese. Mr. Leaf Curtains, everyone.
I don't know why I picked that one, but thank you all for listening.
Yeah, you
Thank
do.
you all for tuning in. We'll see you all again next week for another episode of Black Tower Podcast. Be safe, be happy, and don't forget to trim those leaf curtains.
Trim them.
You've been waiting for this moment, for this feeling to grow. In the shadows, always watching, always running the show. In the tower, you can bring your pain. In the tower, you can feel the strain. You've been having so much trouble